happy to be with you today for this partner conference. We talk a lot already with the introduction from Colin and GNV and others. So now it's the product and technology piece. Also, when we present ourselves to our customers, we like to say we are technology provider. So indeed, technology is a key word, and that's the heart of what we deliver and supply to our customers. Many keywords here also. Partnership. That's exactly where we are today. Why we are here today all together, and you'll see why it's important to put together this partnership with our vendors and suppliers and subcontractors. And development, because as said by Colin, we are in a growing trend. Our business line, blending business line, is only 3 months now, from 1st of January. As we said before, we have initiated a growth initiative since 3 years, back in summer 2020. And that's, as said by Colin, we reach triple figures from that time. But basically, we have an heritage also that is way longer. ABB, it's 130 years of history, of innovative history. And also, for those who know us from a few years ago, we have also Cellier, this brand from France, that has also 70 years plus of history. So we are here today, but it's like a continuation, it's a journey, and we want to continue this journey all together. Product and technology, we illustrated also the few markets or segments we are in today. Again, lubricant and grease and paints and resins, a little bit of pulp and paper. This is a historical market for us also, because what we deliver is blending and formulation. So that's the heart of the plants. That's our key knowledge and expertise. We have in our team senior experts, process engineers, product engineers. This is how we differentiate ourselves with our high-tech and high-quality products and solutions. Again, product is a key word. We'll see later on how can we do more together in products, in standardized products also, but solution also is very important. Our customer appreciates the fact that we are agile, flexible, reactive, that we can cope with their requirements, that we can really put together the design fit for purpose for their needs. And this, we can do it with our own engineers, but we have to do it with our partners. And again, you are very important, and you are part of this game. And the different pieces of the puzzle that we put together, many of them comes from you. Colin also introduced earlier the typology of project that we deliver. 60 or 70% of the weight of the project is made of sourced equipment, goods, items that we purchase. So we purchase them from you guys. So that makes you realize how important you are in our setup. It's not only about the money. It's really about the reliability. Again, we are considered number one in some areas because we provide this quality, and we provide it together with you. Okay? So quality will be also a very important point. I'll mention this also in the development path that we want to do together in the product development. We have in our range of products different product line. I would say mechanical is a very important one. We have also our head of mechanical department today with us, Alexandre. So I'm glad he's here with us today. But we also have other products that are in the galaxy of blending, and that's why we are part of ABB. We have also automation and IT products. That's very important. We have our dedicated control system for these batch processes. We have also solutions, like I said. The heart of the blending is those mechanical process equipment. But what I'd like also for you to realize is in our development, the digital piece becomes more and more important. So we develop our own products, And also, we have our center of expertise in France, but we also have here in this very same facility with GNV, with the OPC, and also with the CTC. So CTC means the Center of Technology here, laying in the same building. So we have also hundreds or thousands of engineers in software application. So having said that, what I'd like also you to take as a message is whatever equipment you supply, please also bring your ideas about digitalization. Bring your idea about smart sensors or whatever. If you have also developed some tools around digitalization, it's important that we get to know them, so that we can put a much more relevant offering to our customers. And finally, again, as a technology provider, we deliver a complete, let's say, solution with some guarantees. So it means we cope in our contracts, we sign off for capacity, batch duration, limitation of contamination. So this is why our customers sign off with us, because we commit to those guarantees. How can we do so? We can do so because we design with our engineers the overall solution. We can do so because we select the best partners, the best vendors, the best technology. And when we want a pump to run at the exact flow rate, we commit to this flow rate. So we want the pump supplier to commit also to this flow rate. Same for instrumentation, same for any kind of equipment that goes into our supply. Last piece is the automation, because we also have our solution. So thanks to those three pillars, we can commit to these guarantees. So again, quality and your quality is very, very important, because customer is happy when we deliver with this quality, when we achieve the performances at the end of the project. He's happy when we are on time, for sure, but he's not happy when it does not happen. And why would it not happen if we have a failure? You and then us. So Colin said a customer won't be happy if it happens. We know it happens sometimes. We are in a project mode, so everything is not smooth and as per the original plan. But what's expected from us by our customers is how do we react to those situations? What mitigation plan do we put in place? What action plan, recovery plan, whatever? They want us to take action and not sit on our hands and wait for the storm to pass. Okay? So we expect also the same from you guys, because many times there's a technical issue, a challenge in the planning. So we have to think, brainstorm, and what alternate solution we can bring together. So let's go now a little bit further. The product and technology piece, I wanted to pinpoint two things. What you should expect from us to grow the business. We are here to grow together, and we want this situation where we can invest in you, you can invest in us, and together we do more things. And also the last piece is what we expect from you. But I'll start from you guys, because again, it's your day today, the partner and supplier day. Okay? So growing further, doing more business for us, we have one very strong path is our standardization. Okay? We want to optimize our range of product. We want to reduce a bit the engineering step at the beginning of each project to be faster, to be more efficient. We want to work out with you also the industrialization. So how can we produce more of those standardized products? I'll go into a specific example. Basically, we want to grow and to increase volume and business with you. The border, I take this example because we have borders, but we want to cross those borders for sure. And we want also to play really the local, domestic market. We are here in India. We have key customers that are pushing us and even putting in the RFQ or ITB, local content should be higher than X%. So it means we have to manufacture or execute in India to deliver for Indian customers. Same in other countries everywhere. So this is very important. So with also your own network. If you are a global player, you may have factories all around the world that could help us to localize, I don't know, maybe in Brazil tomorrow for a future project in Brazil. That's important. And also, the other way around, the localization is important to cope with local standards. I will illustrate also this one. So, local needs, regional or global, we really have to play on the different dimensions because that's how we can be more relevant to our customers. Okay? Our expectation, we illustrate in some cases. Again, you have your expertise, you have your knowledge, you have your experiences from other even segments of industrial sectors, as we said. So please bring your ideas on and help us out to develop the future. So I just wanted to illustrate what we can do together, what we have done together in the past, and this is an example on a mechanical equipment. It's basically a piggable valve. Piggable equipment are one of our best seller, I would say, particularly in India, particularly with the paint industry, but lubricant. So it's very, very important. And that's, again, a high-tech product. We are recognized for these solutions. And it's been a joint effort with partners. So here, again, let's say we define the different roles, I would say, between ABB and our suppliers. We are here as technology provider to define the functionalities or the features of an equipment. We are here also to set the expected performances that we again cope and commit to with our end users. So we are here to do some preliminary design. Again, we have our own team with our own experience. And then that's where the supplier comes into the picture, to bring value, to add value, to optimize, particularly the manufacturing processes. We know you are the specialists, so simplification of the manufacturing, less steps, less manipulation of the part into the machine. So minimizing the fabrication step. This is important because, and this is iterative. I put this iterative approach. We can redesign, let's say, our element by your input. As long as, again, functionalities, features, and performances are maintained, the simpler, the easier, and then, of course, lead time and cost efficiency, that's what we are looking for. You are also vendors to us, but it's a network. You have your own sub-vendors, maybe in level 1, level 2 even, in our complicated assembled parts. And this is very important also, that we leverage your sub-vendors' capacities. And again, the quality aspect is important. And the control over this chain of subcontracting is important so that we can deliver on time and on quality. In the different roles, again, we have complicated products or solution. I talk about solution. Some of you, you are in the room and you are manufacturing these skids or modular installation. And again, this is an assembly of different items and equipment. And some of them, we supply them to you. So we have also a responsibility to supply those equipment that you will assemble or put together on time also. So the logistic, the stock, the management of those flows of equipment are very important for the success. And here, again, we have our own responsibility, so we have to team up and anticipate. We have to work out some innovative ways of working with some stocks or with, let's say, minimum flows, but it's up to us to put it together to make it happen properly. Okay? So just to illustrate this example of the evolvement of this manufacturing of valve from a casting block. So from a foundry, here we have to cope with the lead time of the foundries. There are lots of machining around, so cost-wise and time-wise, well, it's the base assumption that we had in the past. We improved it with another approach of manufacturing or machining, directly from a block, a metal block. So from a square block. And then also, thanks to those working sessions with suppliers, bringing ideas and suggestions about how can we minimize, how can we optimize, we switched to this fully optimized block round raw material. That's what's happening right now. That's what we deliver right now to our customers. So this was, again, a thinking process shared together with partners. Okay? That's what we expect from you. And again, here in that example, quality, we don't. We keep our high standard of quality. That's why our customers are working with us. So it's important. The second one is the continuation of what I said before, but the key word here is reliability. Because, again, we have to make sure that we deliver the quality, but on time to our customers. So here, working together on this industrial scale-up, making sure that we can achieve a stabilized industrial rate, if it's a number of pieces per week, or if it's overall capacity to manufacture this kind of skid, this big size skid, or so many skids, we need to know how together we can achieve those targets. If you feel or if you think you cannot do, it's better to let us know and we work out what makes sense. We don't want you to promise going to the moon if we are not capable to go together. Okay? We have to be realistic. It's important for us that we set the proper scheme together and that we achieve it together. And also on this slide, this optimized timing. We know when we ramp up to industrial scale, there are some steps, qualification process, prototypes, and then putting up together the proper material resources, the machines, the tools, the software, whatever is needed, and also the human resources, the skilled people, trained, available, working in shifts, all this kind of organization, that's part of your responsibility to put it together to allow us delivering all what we commit to our customers. And the shake hand is very important. We shake hand at the beginning when we have a project, and we want to keep shaking hand all along up to the end delivery. Okay? It's a commitment, it's a contract, but it's a respect of two partners. Last one example about reactivity. I talked about products where we want to standardize, where we want to make it more lean, to grow in business, to grow in volume. Here, it's another example of our solution. So you see, this is a typical skid. Well, it's a blender, so it's a vessel with an agitation on a steel structure. This is the kind of skids that we manufacture. And here, what I want to illustrate, it's about localization. The center of expertise is in France. Is also supported now with our engineering center here located in India. We have, as I said, our heritage or history of this cellier activity located in France. So let's say designing solution mainly based on European norms and standards. Here, where you enter into the picture is how can we adapt this design to the local norms, codes, and standards. This makes sense again when we talk about local content for delivery of this equipment made in India. The same speech would be applicable for China, for sure, or for the Americas. Sorry, with some specific codes and standards. But here, that's what we have done together. So just to illustrate, in the French, I would say, original design from France, we defined some beams. So here it's an IPE 270, something like this. So this is a steel frame. And the equivalent, as per British standard applicable in India, is well, I'm not a specialist, but this is the equivalent. So this is exactly what we expect. Same for another beam here. We have a design with a calculation note that withstand the loads, dynamic, static, and so on. And we have an adaptation to the local codes and standards. This makes sense to supply on the domestic market, but also as long as it's acceptable. And again, here, if we think regional or global, it's up to us to present to our customer a solution saying that this or that equipment will be as per X or Y standard. If he agrees, then we can say, and if the logistics make sense, and Karin will talk after on the supply chain aspect and the costing aspects, but if it makes sense, then we can manufacture those kits in India to deliver in Indonesia or Singapore. Okay, so that will be also one important point from you to bring and add value. It's an example on metallic steel structure, but it will be the same for vessels. It will be the same for electrical or instrumentation components. The idea here is also really to convert into local, because your own engineering team, they are much more familiar with local standards, so it will be easier for them to design, to make the detailed design of those equipment. You also work with local subcontractors or sub-vendors, like I said, so sourcing some of those components in the domestic market as per the domestic codes and standard will also be easier and of course cheaper, and also normally should bring value in terms of lead time. So all in all, it's a process that will allow us to be more relevant to deliver our goods in domestic markets or in regional markets. Okay, so that was the illustration of the type of partnership that we expect from this product and technology group. And again, adding value, bringing ideas, bringing your expertise, that's what we expect. And together, there was this remark about how can we do so. We have one-to-one session with some specific vendors. Here today also, this connection, the dots that Colin was talking about, to make a network between different players in different, let's say, different items or commodities. That makes sense to bring together this innovation spirit. And we expect from you to be active on that point. Last slide is our expectation, but it's a key message that we deliver. We want to grow, we want to expand in other sectors. So again, open doors to other customers, to other markets and segments. That's what we expect from you. And the idea is to utilize our knowledge and expertise in formulation and blending with the equipment that you already deliver to us to reach out new customers and team up, and also from a commercial point of view, let's say open doors from each other on those different markets. So that was the presentation on technology. Expectation from you, again, your added value, your expertise, for us to maintain our let's say position of number one in some sectors. Number one to come in new sectors with this technology provider. That's how we qualify ourselves. Thank you.
Anything else that you picked up from Samuel's presentation? Do you have any development needs or ideas or deficiencies that you want to tell us we're not that great at, because we know that we have some, so you can feed it back to us? That's fine.
Actually, what I feel is every region has a regional aspect, and as we are from India, we can appreciate what an Indian customer needs. Mm-hmm. It's important to understand what a customer needs. So we feel that the bridging the gap and bringing technology which is acceptable is also one area where we can definitely work on and see how the customer requirements can be easily met. Because we find is sometimes the way, say, things work in Europe, it can be different, and the way it is worked in India, it can be different. And as long as we are able to meet the customer requirements and end of the day customer is happy, we can certainly bring value. It could be from engineering, it could be from manufacturing, it could be testing, it could be in any areas. But if we partner together in a more open manner, I think we can bring definitely value to the table.
So different how? Just give us
say for example, this is just one of the blending skids and pumping skids which we were doing in our plant. And what I see is the pumping skid is connected to the blending skids, but it doesn't have a drop spool, and it cannot be shipped as a single package. So anyway, we have to drop it out. So if it would have been done in engineering that we have a drop spools, we could do the insulation at site, things could have been easier and would have been faster. This is one of the suggestions which could come into engineering. We could discuss it over and possibly take it forward.
Okay, that's a great point.
Yeah, exactly. We've done it in the past, but this kind of workshop, I would say, on skid design particularly, to have also the point of view of the skid manufacturer, where you see improvement let's say, make your life easy in your workshop in constructing those kits, and also bring value also to the end user, to the customer, because as you say, those kits, some of them are one piece, shipped to site directly, others are modular. So then they have to be disassembled at the end of the FAT in your workshop, and then shipped to site separately, and then reassembled at site. So there's also a construction or reconstruction element whereby, for sure, with your background and your expertise, you could also bring value and suggest some optimization or modification. And here we have our designing team, process and mechanical, that can, let's say, absorb those inputs and rethink their processes, for sure.